And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday night episode of Tripp Smokepit. Tonight I have with me Matthew K. And before we get into it, I just want to say that this month, or going through November, I am donating 22% of all of the cash I get from my books, art, and music to Project Refit to help combat isolation in the veterans and first responders communities. So go buy my shit.
Fucking do it, assholes.
Anyway. Tomorrow's Halloween. This is Matthew K. What's up, everybody? Also, I apologize for the lateness of the show. We were experiencing some technical difficulties with the connections.
Also, driving home from work.
And that. So, yeah. What's up, dude? Fucking the Gandalf pipe you got.
This is actually a little tidbit I bought from...
a tidbit. Is that like a tidbit for your brusticles?
Yes. But I went ahead and bought this when I was in Seattle last year going to commercial diving school for $30.
Oh, ain't too bad.
Compared to the $60 each that, here, actually, let me just grab those so I can show you. I have two legit Italian pipes I bought from the same gentleman that I bought the tobacco that I'm getting ready to be smoking from. This is one of them.
Okay.
And as you can see...
nice and textured.
Yeah, and as you can see, made in Italy.
Nice.
That one was 60, and this one right here, which happens to be my favorite one.
Oh, nice.
Also, fucking
nice.
wherever. Oh, there it is. It's
also,
made in Italy. This one was $80.
Yeah, no. When I was like really big into fucking pipe smoking, because I quit smoking cigarettes for like 2 years and just smoked the pipe instead. But like my theory was that, I smoked the pipe that way I won't smoke as much. I ended up smoking more with the pipe because I also thought it fucking looked cool. But
well, because it does.
Well, I spent fucking deployment money on like a nice also Italian pipe. I think it's Brabia was the company, but like $300 fucking dollars on this like captain pipe. You know, it came down like 6 inches and the bowl was like under like where you smoked it, and it had like a lid you would put over the bowl that had holes in it so that you could smoke it in the rain.
Very nice. Well, and then if I get tired of the pipe, I've got two nice stogies to smoke as well. And I also have four, I think they're fucking 14-ounce cans of Guinness that I'm going to be drinking out of. Oh, for if anyone is here.
Yawn.
Oh, yeah. And, here's the full thing. I've even got a holster for it.
Nice. Fucking, are those your Halloween plans then?
Oh, yeah, no, like, legitimately, I'm wearing this thing to my in-laws' Halloween party tomorrow after I get off work.
Killer.
Yeah, and then I have Sunday off, thank fucking God.
I don't think you're supposed to swear in front of your kids.
He's the product of two sailors, so he's used to it.
Fair enough.
No, you're going to be inside and watching your show. No. So, for those of you who don't have children, that's what you get to deal with at 4 years old.
What's his new show?
He is currently watching the Ryan stuff on YouTube because we don't have cable.
Never heard of that, but all right.
Yeah, it's this kid who got really famous on YouTube, and he actually has his own TV show where he just reviews toys and games and shit.
Oh, good for him. I wish fucking I could manage that. I don't have the marketing thing down.
Dude, like, no joke, that kid is set for fucking life because he even has his own. Dude, he even has his own toy chain already.
Dude, Jesus.
Yeah,
for him. Like, he could completely fuddle it for the rest of his fucking life and just live off fucking royalties at that point, right? I mean, unless he gets like way into cocaine. But no, fucking one of my buddies gave me his Disney Plus fucking info, so we've been watching the Simpsons' what is it? The Treehouse of Horror episodes, and I didn't realize that the Simpsons were still on, and they have like one of those episodes per season. There's like 30 fucking episodes of it. Baffles me how that show's still on.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use.
Yeah, just burn it. Not all who wander are lost, hobbits. That was a terrible Gandalf. I'm gonna stop that.
No, or if you are a fan of the dark horror comedy, this is the end. Wake it up, young hobbits! Stop my gulp.
Fucking what is it? Oh, I also just got done watching Future Man. Have you seen that?
No. Tell you what I've been watching like fucking crazy here lately is The Man in the High Castle.
Oh, how far into it are you?
Season 2, episode 6.
Okay, all right. I thought that was a really good show. Despite me hating all the characters and like ending up rooting for like the Japanese Gestapo guy and like the main Nazi, which I don't know if that was the point.
Keto and Joe Smith, dude. The actor that plays Joe Smith plays the perfect fucking bad guy. I've been a fan of his since he was in A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, and then what is it? The guy that plays Keto, like the Japanese, 10K pie, whatever the fuck the Japanese Gestapo is. Like he was like my main guy through that whole show. And it's like I know that I shouldn't be like, yeah, you get those dirty Americans, but it's like, well, I mean, the way they set the show up, like, how can I not root for this motherfucker?
Especially because he's also trying his best not to fucking start a goddamn war.
Yep.
Him and the trade commissioner.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy because the trade commissioner is the guy that played Shang Tsung in the fucking Mortal Kombat movies. I'm like, dude, you got old. No, dude, fucking like steal somebody's souls, man.
I am not used to him being a good guy. If that tells you anything.
Yeah, and he's such a good fucking bad guy. Like I don't like him as a good guy. Like I like the character, but like it's like, man, come on, dude. Like eat somebody, rip their soul out of their fucking chest.
Just stare at them. Just go, your soul is mine.
Yeah, right.
I just love how on the camera I did the perfect fucking face with the finger right in the way too.
Yeah, no, and then fucking No, one of the other things I did like about that show though is like I didn't know any of the actors from anywhere else. It was like few and far between. Like there'd be like one actor every 2 or 3 episodes. I'm like, I've seen that guy before. Besides that, unknown people.
The chick that plays Juliana Crane, she actually played Kira in Blade. The Chronicles of Riddick. The guy that plays Ed has been in a bunch of different things, but he was one of the extras in Supernatural that became kind of a fan favorite and ended up was a hunter that ended up becoming a werewolf to live with the tame ones.
Okay. I fucking hated Juliana though. Like I was really upset that she didn't get a fucking bullet to the dome in like the 3rd fucking episode. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah. Although the guy who is originally introduced as the man in the high castle, I'm not saying when, just in case there are people that
yeah, that's Milton from Office Space.
Yeah, and also what's his face?
I believe you have my videotapes.
And then also what's his face from Dodgeball?
Yeah, he was in that too.
You gotta get angry. You gotta get mean. Okay, sir.
So my biggest complaint about that show, and this isn't a plot spoiler, just more like an aesthetic spoiler. Helen Smith has some nice fucking cans, and you never get to see them. There's a lot of other tits in that show. It's like, why can I have not seen Helen Smith? Sorry, lady. She had nice cans.
Helen Smith, grade A MILF.
Yeah, very, very womanly,
Yes.
It's like that weird hot aunt fetish.
More like hot friend's mom.
Potato, dude. Like I'm from Florida.
dude, I'm from Southern Illinois. I'm a stone's throw away from fucking Kentucky. So, still ding, 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 ding. Hold on. My child is crying. What's up, bud? What's up? You just want to be outside with me? Yes. Okay, we'll go shut the TV off and close the door. Bring your bike and you can just go back and forth out here, okay? Oh, because you have the batteries in wrong, bud. Right, hold on, give me a sec. Drop the remote.
About Man in the High Castle, which is what is it? It starts in the early 1960s, and it
1962.
Yeah, it starts in the early 1960s, and it's pretty much picks up like 20 years after the Nazis and the Japanese won World War II. And it's one of the few instances where the TV show or the movie is better than the book. And even though Philip K. Dick, the guy that wrote fucking Blade Runner, wrote the book Man in the High Castle, the actual book sucks because what happens in the book is Juliana Crane gets in a car looking for the Man in the High Castle, and then she thinks her boyfriend might be a Nazi spy, but he might not be. And she, drives up to fucking Utah, gets this guy's autograph, and then nothing fucking happens, and the book ends. Like the whole fucking time, like, okay, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? I don't know what it is, but it always happens in a book. It is gonna happen. So it didn't happen.
Okay, do you want to go grab your bike and just ride it back and forth right here? Okay. You brought some toys out for you to play with? Okay, we'll play like right here. Okay. The one thing that sucks is I don't like smoking in front of him.
Well, it's Halloween. It's part of your costume.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is going to be at the Halloween party too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, he got a Beyblade toy from one of the restaurants that we ate a few months ago, and he loves playing with it.
They still make those.
Dude, apparently the show's still fucking going on in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a resurgence in it right now. That and Bakugan and a bunch of other shit that we played with in the 90s.
Yeah, no, I never heard of Beyblades till probably about 10 years ago because one of my buddy's kids had them, and then I kind of figured they'd have died off. But hey, fucking Pokemon are still around. So, although the thing with Pokemon though is like the target audience for that now are all fucking 30-year-olds. So the demographics changed.
I mean, dude, I got a ROM emulator on my phone, and I play the original fucking Game Boy Color to Game Boy, well, Game Boy to Game Boy Advance games. So yeah.
On that, then,
go ahead.
With Pokemon, were you red or blue?
Yellow, bitch.
Oh, all right, stepping up.
Yeah.
Yellow didn't come out till like a year after Red and Blue.
Well, that was the first one I got to play. So.
Oh, okay, all right.
Actually. One of my cousins actually had a legit copy from Japan. It was of green.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that work?
It was.
I think they had like region codes on the cartridges.
Well, back then they didn't really have that where all Game Boys could fucking play them.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, it was pretty fucking dope.
All right.
So, and then I also have a half-pound beef and cheddar sandwich for later.
The munchies come in, dude. The munchies come in.
Oh, always. Especially when you've been on the fucking keto diet for like 4.5 months.
Ouch, dude.
Well,
fuck that shit. What's up with
that? Trying to lose weight mainly.
Ah, well, I guess that's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the nice thing about keto is that I get to eat steak whenever the fuck I want.
Oh, well, I mean,
high fat, high protein, low carbohydrates.
Yeah, no, because like there's this like whole fucking myth that like what is it? Fat's bad for you. It's like, no, fat's actually, you need fat. Like if you never eat sugar again, you'll be okay. If you never eat fat again, your body's gonna be like, help me.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, and everyone's wondering why all these people are coming out with fucking type 2 diabetes and shit like that.
Yeah.
And everything. It's because of all the fucking processed carbohydrates and shit that's in our fucking food and shit nowadays, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you look at the people where the only food that they get is from their farm and from whatever animals their parents go out and kill during the hunting season, they're the healthiest motherfuckers you will ever fucking meet.
Yeah. Yeah. No, see, I'm a little worried about diabetes because like my granddad has it, but at the same time though, because like, how it like skips a generation.
Yeah. Well, actually, it turned out that diabetes is not genetic.
One of them is though.
Nope. Type 1 diabetes is not genetic, and neither is type 2. Type 2 is based on your diet, and type 1 is just a fucking crapshoot.
Huh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like you have better chances of getting it though.
Yeah, you have better chances of getting it if someone else in your family has had it before.
Yeah.
But it's not genetic.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Well, I had to whenever my wife became a diabetic.
Oh,
but not right now. Daddy's doing something.
Yeah, no, but like I was kind of worried about that because like my granddad got it, but my granddad is also probably like one of the strongest motherfuckers I've ever fucking met in my life. Like the dude's pushing 90 fucking, and he's outside fucking mowing the lawn every day. And
nice.
He's been in the hospital for 2 weeks because he's got COVID. But
oh shit.
Well, he's like on the ventilator and shit. And, like nobody can go see him, but like he's got a book to read, and he's of the mind of The doctors kind of thought, from what I understand, I haven't talked to him, but from what I understand, the doctors thought he was going to die last week, and then he said fuck that and then didn't. But he's also of the mind that 100,000 screaming Chinamen couldn't kill him in Korea. He's not going to let a fucking bacteria do it.
Yeah, fair enough. So it took 1/3 of those Guinness to fill this bad boy up.
That's it.
Yeah, apparently that's 3 pints.
All right.
So for those of you that don't know, when you drink from a horn, you want the horn pointing towards your elbow. Otherwise, you're going to spill it all over yourself.
Unless it's amateur hour.
First beer I've had since I was on with you and Goon.
Shit.
A couple months ago.
What, August maybe?
Like late July.
Oh shit. Yeah, fuck. It's been going on that long. Fucking good for me.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, shit, only a couple months in and on episode 20. Hey, also you're episode 20, so woo.
Fuck yeah. And of course, I get Halloween Eve.
There you go. Dude, fucking tomorrow's gonna be fucking good. I got my buddy Dan, who's a fucking history nerd on.
Oh yeah, I've seen both of them on before.
Yeah. And then fucking I got Damien on because Halloween's an Irish holiday originally. So it's like history nerd, Irish guy.
Together at the same time?
Yeah,
yes. So, going back to whenever you had Grace on last week.
Yeah.
With the supernatural shit. While you have your computer pull up the Big Muddy Monster.
The Big Muddy Monster. Where's this at?
Murfreesboro, Illinois. My hometown.
Oh, tell me about it while I'm doing it.
So the Big Muddy Monster is like a relative of Swamp Thing and Bigfoot, but extremely aggressive.
Okay.
Like, it lives in the Big Muddy River, which goes through Murfreesboro, Illinois. And, like, legitimately, I have seen people's fucking sheds, their fucking cars and shit that have actually been torn up by something that the police could not identify what it was. It was too big to be a bear, which they just started bringing black bears and everything back into the area like 5-6 years ago and everything. But, like no joke, dude, like, that thing will tear up shit.
Where did it come from? What's its origin story?
I don't know. It's just been there since the town began in the early 1900s.
So is it like an Indian curse, or is it like a golem or an Ubermensch?
It's literally like a hybrid between Swamp Thing and Bigfoot.
The large creature, approximately 7 feet tall, appeared to have light-colored hair matted with mud. The creature appeared to be walking on 2 legs and moving towards the car. There was no advantage for them to come up with this report. All right.
So a little bit more Americana lore for you to read up on.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing, dude. I totally forgot to go back and look up any of those fucking monsters we were talking about. I meant to.
So here is one that I personally know the origin story behind, because my grandfather on my mom's side, who currently just got put on hospice because he's been dealing with a lot of shit since fucking 2013. There is a story at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, which is the next town over, which is the big college in the area, that their campus horror story is the Campus Lake Monster, which my grandfather is the Campus Lake Monster.
All right.
So one night, him and his buddy, they were at their fucking frat house, and there were people having a fucking party across the lake and everything like that, keeping them up and everything like that. So they're like, my grandfather looked at his buddy, he goes, "Hey, you still got your wetsuit?" He goes, "Yeah, what you thinking?" I'm like, "Let's go fuck with these kids." So they get in the water and they slowly are going across the lake, and they happen to go up to one of the docks where this dude was trying to, do his thing with this chick, aka put his penis inside her.
Yeah.
And anyway, my grandfather goes up there. He purposely got like a bunch of the seaweed, quote unquote, that you get in the lakes and shit. Got it all on his hands and everything like that, and went up there and just touched her leg and waited. And she was like, "What was that?" quit fucking with me. What was that? And the guy's like, no, it's nothing. It's nothing. And then all of a sudden my grandfather started going, "Ugh." The dude threw her in the water.
Ooh. That's a good way to not get laid, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
Dude, and yeah, it was funny, but that was from your great grandpa. But and they did other shit like that a few times before it became a myth that there was a campus lake monster.
Nice. And it hasn't been seen since 1973.
No, actually it hasn't been seen since the 1930s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Yes, babe.
I got a case of water. You can help me bring it in.
Kind of on the podcast at the moment.
I just need to help bring in a.
I will bring it in once I'm done, okay?
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye. Mrs.
Happens.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so yeah, and then one time while they were doing that, they had someone had actually called campus police.
Right.
And
everyone should.
And campus police back in, the late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, so what was that? Was that like one of those, like, you go, like, spin up the fucking horn? And
no,
then, like...
no, they actually had telephones back then. Like, they actually had legit telephones back then. But as he was going through and the police got called, they took off their fucking wetsuits and they found these girls that were skinny dipping and they're like, hey, campus police is on the way. We got a hiding spot. And they fucking went into one of the fucking silos that was on the lake that they could get into and hide. And, you kind of wanted to hide from campus police back then because they were gun-toting motherfuckers back then.
Yeah, and they'd, like, hit you with a fucking stick just for fucking being there.
Yeah. Or they'd shoot you just for being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so yeah, that is the origin story of the campus lake monster of Southern Illinois University.
Nice.
So, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Daddy's talking with somebody right now. Okay, bud? What, do you want to take a look? Do you want to take a look? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Wave hi. Wave hi.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, there's mommy. There we go. But so yeah, that if you want, I can also get into some other supernatural experiences that I've personally been in. So I've told you the one about do you remember the one I told you about the cemetery that I went to back in Ava, Illinois?
Yes, but you didn't tell me on here.
Okay, so this was back when I was about 13 years old. My older brother had graduated high school. It was during the summer. They decided, hey, let's fuck with the little brother, and they took me out to the cemetery about 2 towns over called Ava, Illinois. And in that cemetery, in that town, there's a cemetery that has a bell in the center that the myth is that if you ring the bell and it rings and you get 3 chimes from the bell, there are spirits present. So we get there at like 9 o'clock at night, and everyone's ringing the bell and everything, trying to get the 13-year-old to ring the bell. And, I wasn't doing it until around midnight. I finally let them talk me into it. And no, up until this point, everyone was only getting like 1 chime out of the bell.
Yeah.
I go up there and I do the softest little push. And it just goes dong, dong, dong. And I'm looking around. I don't know what the fucking story behind it is at the time. And I'm just like, okay, what's that? And I just see everybody's faces go pale. Because they're like, oh God, we just called demons to take this fucking 13-year-old boy's soul.
Yeah.
So anyway, everyone's rushing to get back to the cars because, dumb fucking teenagers. And I'm in the middle of everybody. And at this point, I'm going to tell you what I remember happening first, and then I'm going to tell you what they said happened. So as we're running, I trip on just one of those headstones, the like little tiny ones that just sits in the ground.
Desecrating graves. You deserve everything.
But anyway, as I trip and I'm starting to get back up, I felt like I was being watched. So I looked to where I was feeling the feeling coming from, and I saw a man in a blood red suit with it was the black undershirt, red vest, red tie, red blazer, red top hat with a cane with I couldn't really remember what the head of the cane was.
Yeah.
But all I remember mainly is that his hair was jet black and his eyes were the darkest thing I'd ever seen in my fucking life. So I'm going to get up. I'm like, hey, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. My older brother picks me up. We finish running, get in the car, thinking that we're safe. I feel like I'm being watched again. I turn, and the dude is right at the fucking window. And I remember him saying, I've seen you. You've seen me. We'll meet again someday. Now, what they said happened was that I passed the fuck out. Mid-sprint. Just... No, it wasn't even that. It was like literally mid-sprint and just face first right into the fucking dirt.
No.
They picked me up, put me in the car. As soon as they closed the door, they said I shot up screaming bloody murder.
That's a lot more anticlimactic, but I mean, still.
Yeah. I have seen that dude once more since then.
How'd that go?
It was
follow up. What was the Revenge of the Man in the Red Suit Part 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Saw him after I was trying to help a friend get through a breakup, and once I saw that, I knew something was wrong, and watched him blow his head off. Yeah, so fuck that guy. So fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I know, that was a sharp left turn.
Yeah, that's not the kind of fucking shit you want to hear. It's like you're in a graveyard, you see something fucking weird, and the weird thing's like, hey, guess what? And then you're like, what? And when he says chicken butt.
Yeah. But part of the reason why I don't normally drink anymore is not because of that situation, but because of other shit. But that might also attribute to why I drank a lot while I was in the Navy, aside from the bullshit fucking chain of command I had.
To turn the antenna off?
Yeah. Well, no, when I was in the Navy, I had, because you remember, once you got back to your fucking wherever you're, especially if you were living off base, as soon as alcohol hit your system, they weren't supposed to call you back for anything.
Yeah.
Well, whenever...
Which is why I always answered the door on the weekends with a beer in my hand, even if I wasn't... Oh, that's a lie. I was never not drinking. But that way, they're like, hey, we need somebody for... Never mind.
Yeah, no, but, hey, grab your toys, go back inside. Okay, you want to play outside? Go play outside. But anyway, I got into the habit of as soon as I would get home... Okay, go play with those. As soon as I would get home, I would chug, not casually sip, I would chug a 6-pack of Guinness. And then every a couple of times they try calling me back. I'm like, hey, I've already been drinking. How much have you had? I've already had a 6-pack. Fuck it. Never mind. Except for one time, my fucking douchebag of a fucking chief in the Navy that's an E7 called me back, and I was like, Chief, I've been drinking already. He goes, I don't care. You need to get back to the ship right now, yada, 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 for some bullshit. Basically, he was on duty, and he didn't want to do work that he said he was going to do.
Well, are you paying for my fucking taxi, dude? Because
the wife drove me back to base, and I played up how intoxicated I was. No, I was not intoxicated at all, because 6 Guinness is, not even a pre-party. But I get there, I get the sway going, the stumbling and everything like that, and then the pier, or not the pier, but the quarterdeck watch is like, Cup, what the fuck are you doing back here? I'm like, GMC wanted me back. They're like, have you been drinking?
Yep.
Didn't even say anything. I just went. They were like, stand by. Called my chief and the duty officer to the quarterdeck. Long story short, my GMC got reamed, and I got told to go home and enjoy my weekend.
Nice. Dude, that is always the best thing, because I remember fucking one time when I was fucking in Afghanistan, comm had been on the bad, not down, but on the fucked up bad side of iffy for 3 days. And my first sergeant fucking what he does is, all right, so the comm tent is 100 yards away from here. So he gets 200 yards of twine, right? And on one end, he puts a Dixie cup, and on the other end, he puts a Dixie cup. And he says, Lance Corporal Ainsworth. Yes, First Sergeant. Take this, go give this to Master Sergeant, whoever at comm, and tell him to get, and I quote, calm up. And if you can't get calm up, then go fuck yourself. And then he says, look at me. Say that verbatim. And then if he starts getting on to you, tell him to fucking come see me. So Lance Corporal Ainsworth walks over there and it's like, all right, so I got all this anxiety and like excitement building up because like something's going to happen. I'm probably going to get my ass chewed on the middle ground, but like my first sergeant told me to do this. So it can only get so bad, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Kevin Hart thing whenever his mom gave him permission to cuss at the teacher.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. But anyway, walking in the content, I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a Master Sergeant who the fuck ever. Find Master Sergeant who the fuck ever. I'm like, Master Sergeant, this is for you. First Sergeant Pearson said, get calm up or go fuck yourself. Those are your only two fucking options. And he starts yelling at me. I'm like, hey, First Sergeant told me to do this. And like, there's this like light that shifts in his eyes where he wanted to give me an ass chewing, but he's like, all right, listen, you don't know any fucking better. And I can go yell at a First Sergeant because I'm a Master Sergeant, right? So he fucking grabs his shit, goes back to our tent, and then he's like, hey, First Sergeant, or whatever First Sergeant Pearson's first name was, like Mike or Jeff or whatever. He's like, hey, fucking Mike, what the fuck? And then the Sergeant Major and then like our company XO, who is a fucking major, was like, hey, Master Sergeant, why don't you stand at parade rest? Everyone else get the fuck out of the tent. So we're all like, get out of the tent, and I'm going to stand right by the back. And then it was like, I couldn't hear what they were saying, but it sounded like there were 6 Yosemite Sams lighting somebody the fuck up with like one of the fucking chickens, Foghorn Leghorn, just like, say something. I was like, it's like, it was a good time. It's a good time.
Oh, yeah. That actually reminds me of a CS, or the culinary specialist.
Yeah.
Senior chief that I had, who happened to be my mentor in the Navy. Badass motherfucker. He was on the All-Navy boxing team for like fucking 8 years. He ran that cheese mess. But I'm in the middle of something, okay? Go inside, grab your toys and go inside. But he got pissed when the E7 mess did not actually take care of their guys.
Yeah.
Like, he was that guy that would wholeheartedly beat the living dog shit out of another chief for not taking care of their own guys.
So good old-fashioned salt sailor.
Mm-hmm. And I heard this story second party, as in the guy who told it to me is the one that it happened to. He was working in the chief's mess or doing something in there, and Senior Chief Pone walks in and he goes, I need you to step out. Roger, Senior Chief. As soon as he leaves, he hears Senior Chief Pone going to town on this dude for trying to throw someone else's dude under the bus for something that was his fucking fault. He heard that and he goes, I better get the fuck away from here. Said about 30 minutes later, he saw that chief that the Senior Chief Holmes walking on with a big old shiner.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, no, dude. Senior Chief Pone was fucking awesome. Before he changed commands, whenever I was cranking and everything like that, whenever we would do our morning workouts, I would sit there and hold mitts for him and shit, dude. It was awesome.
Nice. Now, fucking, I had a thing like that on ship, but it was during, not general quarters, but like, whatever you guys call morning cleanup, or they're like, stop everybody. I don't care what the fuck you're doing. Grab
sweepers.
Sweepers. Yeah, it was during sweepers. And like, I'm trying to move from the fucking berthing to the fucking, LFOC. And then, some fucking like Master Chief is like, hey, I need you to blah, whatever. I'm like, yeah, no, I have to go do this. And he's like, no, you're doing this. I'm like, well, then you have to tell my chain of command that I can't fucking show up for fucking watch or whatever. Like, who's your fucking whatever? And so my chain of command was me, a staff sergeant who was also my roommate because Okinawa's fucking weird. Then a Marine Corps captain, and then our colonel who is also or I'm sorry, and then at the same level, the fucking captain of the ship. So I was like, I'm just gonna jump. Yeah, you have to talk to fucking Captain fucking Smith of the fucking ship. He's like, that's your next channel. Like, you want to fucking call him? Get the fuck out of here. Good time.
It's always fun when you get to fucking put a E7 in their place.
Yeah, right.
That beef and cheddar was delicious.
Yeah, well, I mean, Arby's normally is. I love their fucking melted cheese shit. Like pour on shit.
Dude, believe it or not, their euros are.
I haven't tried them. I probably won't because I have a really, really high fucking opinion of euros because I fucking
same
love
here.
Mediterranean food.
Oh, same here, dude. There's a place back in my hometown that's called El Greco's. It used to be owned by legitimately two Greek brothers that immigrated from Greece and moved into Carbondale, Illinois. And they would get the shawarma lamb meat perfectly, and they would do it. They'd make the tzatziki sauce from scratch. They'd make the falafel from scratch. They'd make the baklava from scratch. And then they sold it. One of the brothers died, and the other one was getting ready to die, so he sold the place. He left it to his kids, and the kids sold it off to some college students, and they fucking replaced the tzatziki sauce with fucking ranch.
So, do you ever listen to a comedian named Andrew Schultz?
The name sounds familiar.
So he had a bit about that to where the quality of food in any given country is directly proportional to the amount of oppression women have. So his first thing was like, have you ever had Mediterranean food? It's fucking delicious. And you see how they fucking treat women in the Middle East.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're fucking terrible.
Now, and the food's fucking delicious. Now,
oh, yeah, 100%.
Now, flip it. What's the most equal country in the world? Sweden. Have you ever had Swedish food? IKEA is the closest thing you're going to get to fucking Swedish food.
Yeah. And it's just the meatballs. That's it.
Yeah. No, like, you know, fucking sorry to say it, but you need to slap around a little bit for the fucking lasagna to be good.
Unless you have
lasagna.
Unless you have a mama from Sicily.
Who was probably also punched around a little bit.
Yeah. Well, depends on what town and what family and how high up in the family she was. If she got touched.
Oh, no. There's a difference between fucking like random jack off touching her and, you know, guy she's married to. Hey, get the fuck back in the kitchen.
Oh, no. Like legitimately, because my grandfather's side of the family is Sicilian. Mm-hmm. Like my great grandfather scouted out the spot for the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I am.
Oh, we might have some mutual history here for a minute. But go on with this, and then I'll tell you.
Okay. So my great grandfather, his name is Francis Caniglio. He worked with Al Capone in Chicago, Illinois, and scouted out the spot for the St. Valentine's Day massacre. He's the one that decided, hey, this is where we're going to fucking do it.
All right.
And afterwards, he did that, and I don't really know much of the family history from that side, from there, because he sacrificed himself so that his children didn't have to be in the mafia.
Okay.
So our branch of the Caniglios are not mafioso.
So we might have some related family history there, because now this comes from some dubious sources, and by dubious sources I mean my family.
Fair enough.
But my dad's mom's mom was a hooker in the fucking early 1900s, right?
Okay.
Like my grandma has 12 siblings. None of them have the same dad. Like legitimate, like street walking fucking prostitute.
Yeah.
However, she maintains that my grandma's dad was Al Capone.
Oh shit.
Now, can't prove that because, you know, A, however the fuck long it was ago. B, you know, like, are you going to trust a hooker? B, like, she went insane when she was like 60 and lived to like be like 100 and just told people that after that.
D, no one else in your family has syphilis to your knowledge.
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, it's just a shot now. Or
well,
like,
no, well, they weren't born with syphilis.
Oh, well, that we know of. But, you know, once again, that's just a few pills. Also, fun fact. I don't know if this works the same way for men, but if women are on antibiotics, their bodily fluids taste like penicillin.
I wouldn't know because I'm allergic to penicillin. So,
I'm just saying, like, if you know, you got some chick on doxycycline, don't go down on her unless you're in for a good time.
Next thing you know, you get a thing from me, and I'm just like, "Hey, I'm in the hospital. My throat's all swollen up and shit."
Oh yeah, no. See, like my viewpoint on it is like, well, hey, listen. At least I know I'm not going to get anything because I can taste the fucking antibiotics in this. So,
but the story that I was going to tell you that happened when I was at work the other month.
what's up,
So, for my protection, I can't say who I work for.
Batman? You work for the Wayne Foundation.
Yes, I work for the Wayne Foundation at the Gotham Bridge, the Gotham International Bridge in Port of Entry. So, anyway,
also before you go into this, I'm just going to say, dude, fuck Canada.
Fuck
Those
Canada.
goddamn dirty Canadians coming over here stealing our jobs. They're raping our jobs and stealing our women.
Dude, no, speaking of that, I think it's hilarious that Canada has blocked all traffic going to and coming from Canada.
Yeah, there should be a fucking wall there to actually no, there shouldn't be. Like, we should annex Canada and everything up north of the Panama Canal and just call the whole bitch America.
Or just eminent domain.
No, because here's my thing. It's like, all right, so common consensus is these fucking lazy Mexicans are going to come up here and take our jobs, which I'm not sure how they're lazy and take our jobs at the same time. But boil it down, they're fucking hard workers, and we don't want foreigners coming over here. So let's just make Mexico part of America. So it's not foreigners; they're just Americans doing it. Like, hold them on his doom, motherfucker.
And at the same time, raise Mexico's property value. Yeah.
The thing about that pisses me off though is like there's so much fucking corruption in Mexico that it's like fucking ruining
100%, dude. The
fact no, listen, like with all the fucking material sources that Mexico has, they have absolutely no fucking business being as poor as they are. Like mineral wise, they're one of the richest countries.
Oh yeah,
on the fucking planet. Like, agriculture fucking resource wise, also same fucking thing. It's like everything you need to be fucking successful, they're at like 98 or 99 on a scale to fucking 100. And their corruption just fucks it.
How about this? How about from Canada down to Argentina?
No, there's too many Nazis in Argentina. I can't abide by that. Like, fucking, they wouldn't have set a fucking Fourth Reich up down there. So, like, there'd have to be some fucking re-education.
How about this? How about we carpet bomb with Moabs, that entire area where the villages are?
No, we just have to like get rid of all the fucking melanin deficient German speakers.
But or at least down to Venezuela.
I'm just gonna go with the Panama Canal because there's like a river. You don't have to build a wall. It's just there, and like Brazil's cool. They can have their shit, and Chile's fucking sick too.
And also, the best part is that we could just wall up the canal, and for whenever there's no one going through, we could just have it as a burning border, like just have it just lit there and just fire.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So guess what? You're Panamanian. Wrong, motherfucker. You're from the state of Panama in the what are you? 53rd state of the United States of America. Got it.
Congrats.
But anyway, you're working for the Wayne Foundation at the Gotham International Bridge
in Port of Entry. So anyway, as we were there, one of the main government workers that works for there, we're standing at one of the posts, and he hears a car blaring music. He goes over there. He goes, "Hey, turn the radio down." The guy goes, "Okay." Turns the radio down for approximately 15 fucking seconds. Starts blaring it back up. Now, I'm going to give you a guess of what this officer then did.
Threw the horns up because the dude was blaring Megadeth?
No, he was playing the typical music that you hear when you go through specific ghettos.
Oh, so he was playing the Joker gang music. Got it.
Basically. But no, he, instead of going back into this person and telling them to turn their fucking radio down, he goes, "Hey, lane 12, fourth car back, the Black Liberty, send it through X-ray." 28 bags of methamphetamine later.
You'd think if you were trying to do that, you wouldn't be an asshole.
The dude had come through the day prior doing the same fucking thing and no one did anything. And so anyway, as he's in the back holding cell, waiting for the prosecutors to come and everything like that, the officer who called it forward is walking back there, and the guy's like, sir, what did I do wrong? Why am I back here? Like a stone cold motherfucker, he leans in and goes, next time you'll turn your fucking radio down, won't you? And then at about 2:30 in the afternoon, they broke the guy, and he admitted that he was muling.
Did you see that movie with Clint Eastwood, The Mule?
If I did, it was a long time ago, and I don't exactly remember.
Okay, the movie's only like a year old, so maybe 2 years now.
Then I haven't seen it.
But
wait. Are you talking about the one with the rock?
No. He was fucking mule. He was fucking running fucking cocaine for one of the fucking cartels. But apparently it's based on a true story. I haven't fucking looked into it. But pretty much what it was fucking he had this company that like went under like when the internet got big and kind of ended up down on his luck. And he had a friend of a friend that was like, hey, listen, blah blah blah, whatever. You want to show up here? Leave your car alone for 10 minutes, just drive somewhere else, get out of your car for 10 minutes, and just take some cash, and ended up making fucking millions of dollars just fucking running cocaine. But like, he didn't know he was doing it until he'd been doing it for like 2 years because he was like this just fucking like 70-year-old fucking dude.
And no one was gonna fuck with a 70-year-old white dude.
Yeah, no, he like drove the fucking speed limit and like
I can attest that the old white folks that come through that are very polite and they're following the rules, they never send them to secondary.
Yeah, and like the whole thing is like he kept getting away because like I think what Bradley Cooper played the main cop that was like looking for him, but like every time he pulled him over or like got him, quote unquote, in the whatever, like in the movie makes you think that he's gonna get him, but like Bradley Cooper ends up being like, oh well, you're just this old dude and you were going like 2 miles an hour over the speed limit. Yeah, you're just road tripping. Let him all.
Little does he know he has 500 pounds of Colombian no sugar in the back.
Yeah. Booger sugar bam bam.
Fuck. So, good chance I might actually be applying for Texas Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, big game warden. Why not? They gave me a truck down here.
Oh, fuck it. All right.
Dude, that and also when hunting season, I'll just have my hunting rifle on the fucking truck.
Nice. Dude, speaking of that though, like fucking I've kind of hated every truck they've made since like 1993-ish. Like whenever they canceled Rangers, I thought they've been shit. However, I do think that fucking Chevy's new fucking Silverados are fucking pretty fucking badass looking.
You see, I'm on the exact opposite end of that. I'm not a fan of the new Silverados, but I love the new Rams.
Oh, those are nice too.
Dude, I actually went and test drove a 2020 Bighorn on Saturday last week, and the steering is actually soft, which I prefer because I feel like in a truck like that, I'll have a bit more control over it, especially at highway speeds. Because last thing you want is you have a stiff steering, and you're driving to work in the morning like I am at 3:30 in the fucking morning, and you're like, and the next thing you're fucking hitting the fucking median.
Oh yeah, no. See, like I'm on the opposite side of that. So I have a 2018 Wrangler, and I love the thing. The thing drives like you're fucking riding on a cloud. But like every time I take like a swift, like hard fucking turn going 80 miles an hour, like on a hill in the curves in the rain, and I make it, I'm like, oh, you fucking pussy, why are you driving this? But I also learned how to drive in a manual 1968 GTO.
I learned how to drive in a manual 1987 Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, so you know what it's like? Where it's like, oh, I'm driving a nice car. Dude, it can totally handle this. Like, there's nothing this car can't do. There's no challenge here, and I'm a bitch for fucking driving this motherfucker.
Dude, no.
Do I even lift?
No, the first car I was given by my grandfather, he bought it for $500 from a lady. Actually, no, she gave it to him for rent for one of the houses that he owned. 1991 Ford Tempo.
Nice.
That piece of shit. And the e-brake never worked except for the one time my little brother was showing to our cousins and one of our friends on the wrestling team as we were going around a curve in the winter with like 2 inches of snow on the ground. He hit it, and we just started to slide horizontally and stopped that far away from a fucking telephone pole.
Nice.
The brakes ended up going out in that car, and I Couldn't get it fixed. And then one day when I was going to school, I was going 30 miles an hour, and a car pulled out in front of me on a stretch of road where there was no stop signs or anything like that. So I hit brake, foot goes to floor. We're not stopping, swerving to the ditch. So
Yeah, no. So, like, I guess the first car was given, quote unquote, was my granddad gave me his 1972 Corvette.
nice.
However, in 1980, he disassembled it and put it like all in the top rafters of a barn, and it's still there. So at some point, yeah,
Maybe?
but no, my uncle started putting it back together, but
He's keeping it.
yeah. But and this is very morbid to say, but it's a fact of life. I'm glad this is happening, but given the nature of my family, when they die, I'll get it. So
Yeah. So speaking of family heirlooms, I do heavy quotations. A buddy of mine who was in the army that I played Dungeons and Dragons with every once in a while. He has his grandfather's rifle that his grandfather committed suicide with, who had said rifle left to him by his grandfather, who had also killed himself with said rifle. So my buddy is saying he has to keep the family tradition alive. He has to procreate to then have kids who will then give him a grandchild who he can then leave said rifle to after he kills himself with it.
I guess it's fair enough. Yeah, no, like so like my paternal lineage, no one's died before 100 save for being murdered or dying in a house fire. So
well, from what I've seen, 2 of those are very likely.
Yeah. No, but apparently my granddad though, he used to drink and smoke more than I do.
Nice.
Like, he lived in the era where like, half his life was in black and white and they started getting color in the fucking 70s.
And he's just like, what the fuck?
No. But there's a lot of pictures of him, but none of the pictures in black and white is he sober enough to be standing up on his own.
Nice.
And then apparently like one day in the fucking early 70s, he just said, fuck it, stop drinking, stop smoking. And he was the meanest son of a bitch on the planet for like a month and then like went back to normal, like minus the smoking and drinking. So if I did the math right, I can keep doing this till I'm about 50 and then I'm going to be an asshole for a month or two. And then,
so
you have to deal with me for another fucking 70 years.
So basically, in your 50s, you quit smoking and drinking, be like you were back in the Marines to your juniors, and then be back to normal.
Yeah.
Sound about right?
Yeah. And then, fucking, I guess after I hit like 55 or 60, every 2 or 3 years, I would get some life-threatening disease and or cancer. And the doctors tell me, hey, listen, you got 3 weeks to live. And then
just be too stubborn to die.
Yeah. Tell the doctors go fuck themselves and then fuck off. Although like my granddad is like full-blooded fucking Creek or Seminole.
Oh yeah, dude. Those dudes are fucking hardy as fuck.
Yeah. It's like fucking if my granddad now, not my granddad in his prime, my granddad now versus the fucking killdozer. Not the killdozer guy, the actual killdozer.
Yeah, the actual
machine. Me and my granddad.
No,
I would think my granddad would pull out a lawnmower and somehow defeat it. I'm not sure exactly how that would work. That's just like where my money's going on the bet.
Dude, no, that just reminded me of that meme of like girls with a time machine. I'm your granddaughter. Oh, wow. Guys with a time machine. Hey, take this and armor up your freaking brake lines.
You know what's funny though is like, have you ever looked into that?
Dude, he got fucked.
No, that dude was a giant asshole.
Oh yeah, he was a giant asshole, but he also got fucked.
Yeah, no, he got fucked, but after he got fucked, he still had like $20 million and then decided to go on his fucking murder spree. And it's like, oh yeah, you lost your business, and I don't know how you lost your house out of this because 1, 2, 3, 4, you still have 9 zeros behind the number in your fucking bank account. The fuck are you pissed off about, dude? Move to the fucking Caribbean like a fucking adult and just die there.
Yeah. However, he's still a hero.
Yeah. You did everything wrong, but you still stuck it to the man. So fuck it. All right. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, dude. Fucking tell you what, one thing that I have been kicking myself in the ass for the past few years is before I shipped out for the Navy, I had a chance to buy $400 worth of Bitcoin in 2009. Yeah.
All right.
No, when Bitcoin was at like 2 cents a fucking coin.
Yeah.
So, $400 out of that. So, a lot.
Yeah. No, I knew a dude that when I was on the Mew, he was the OPSO, and he had some like weird story to where like he came from like a rich family, like he was a millionaire when he was like fucking 17 type shit.
He was one of those guys that had to join the military to get his inheritance.
No, he was one of those guys that joined the military because like his life wasn't hard enough and he wanted to do something. So you have to give that much to him. But he was saying that when he was a fucking second lieutenant, he was at the fucking mall and saw like the iPod 1. He goes, "Oh, hey, that's cool. I should probably invest in these guys. I'm going to write a note to myself, invest in Apple. I'm going to put that note in my pocket. I'm going to go home. I'm going to put that note in my drawer. I'm going to go on to my life. And then 15 years later, I'm going to open that drawer, invest in Apple." Son of a bitch!
Yeah, sounds about right. No, heck, or you ever hear that? You ever see those ads for the guys of how to be, get rich quick on YouTube and everything like that? It was like the guy
was like, "I have a Ferrari in my garage." Like, yeah,
no,
dude,
no.
You rented that? You fucking twink. Shut
No, the guy that's like, "I'm in here in my garage with my Lamborghini." That guy.
Yeah, and my first thought is like, you have that much money and you bought a fucking. I'm gonna pretend like you're not just renting this for the sake of this video.
Yeah,
but you have that much money and you bought a Lamborghini? You fucking bitch! No,
buy a fucking Bugatti.
No, not
or
even
McLaren.
Go buy something you can't buy in America anymore, man. Go buy a fucking 68 fucking Firebird if you want to fucking throw my fucking shit up. Go buy a fucking Ford GT, man. Here's the thing, dude. Listen,
I have a legit Skyline that you can't bring back to the U.S.
I had a 98 Corvette for a bit, right?
Yeah.
And I had this thing dropped down to, it was an inch off the fucking ground. Like the wheel, I had the fucking Z06 fucking wheels on it, and they had the minimum amount of tread to be legal on the street, an aggressive fucking camshaft. So it was,
and also basically every speed bump was your fucking nightmare.
No, that too. But like, I had this fucking thing tuned perfect. I had the exhaust system on it, like pushed it, horsepower back into the fucking motor and shit. Like, it was a sleeper for a fucking Corvette. And I'd be at fucking stoplights in fucking California, and some fucking, I'm trying to think of a right word.
Jagoff?
No, that's not right. I'm trying to think of what is the politically correct term for faggot.
Gay?
No, I said politically correct.
Homosexual?
I said politically correct.
Queer?
I said politically correct. Some dumb fuck Californian. How about that?
Yeah.
Some fucking Californian would like, in their fucking, I shit you not, mostly Maseratis, but also a couple fucking Ferraris and Lamborghinis would fucking pull up to me and start, and Vipers were another fucking big one, because people with Vipers like, "Oh, I got a Viper. I'm cool." And it's like, "I'm going to rev my motor. I'm going to rev my motor. I'm going to rev my motor." And it's like, all right, cool. I'm texting because I'm a millennial and I don't give a shit. I'll text at a fucking stoplight. And then like, I am looking at my phone here. And I'm like, oh, light screen. All right, let me go catch up real quick. All right, I'm going to shift to third gear. Fuck you.
As you just slowly pass, it's just.
Yeah.
No, that reminds me of the story. I was driving back from Anaheim.
Sorry, let me wrap this around. Fuck American cars. Look, they haven't done a goddamn fucking thing right since Octavian died in like what, fucking 46 AD. You're gonna tell me they're gonna build cool cars? They can't even put a fucking country together. Fuck them.
Well,
we
did,
and a little bit of fucking wine. That's fucking it.
Up camera. There you go. But we did have a country put together. It's just the wrong people were put in.
I don't know, man. I thought Mussolini did a good job. I mean, he ended up doing all right, right?
I mean, depends what side of the coin you're on.
I'm on my side of the coin.
You mean the edge of the coin that's not on either side?
No, the American side that fucking invaded Italy and said, "Hey, do you know what? I see what you're doing over here, and not only don't I like it, but I'm gonna get fucking Lucky Luciano over here. Tell me all your fucking dirty secrets, so I don't have to use lube when I shove my entire foot up your spaghetti slurping ass."
Oh, just the foot?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm using the European version of foot, where the foot ends at the hip.
Well, I thought you were just gonna reach in there, spread open, and then just full body.
Oh no! Because like whenever I came out, that would count as birth, and I would be legally a citizen of Italy when I came out of the hole.
Or you chest burster them.
Still counts as a birth. They'll give me a birth certificate. I'm like, oh god, no, I'm Trippo Ainsworth now. I just not into it, man. Fucking.
Or fuck. Did you ever play Mortal Kombat 10?
Don't give me numbers, man.
Okay, X, like the second newest one.
Well, oh no, I haven't played Mortal Kombat since PlayStation 3.
Well, one of the fatalities is Johnny Cage rips his hands inside and then just splits them in half.
That's dumb. What he should have done was put him in a fucking meat grinder and go, when the moon hits the sky and you go fucking die, that's fatality.
Fucking Jax had a good one where he went up there, shoved both of their arms back into their chest cavity. As they're sitting there screaming, he sits there, lights his cigar, goes over there, snaps their head back from their jaw, and then puts the cigar out on their tongue.
Nice. Now, see, like my thing with fighting games though is I kind of like lost interest when they made it 3D. Like I like the 2D, like you go left and right, and that's fucking weird.
Then
like you fucking like started shifting around. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I got whatever fucking I think Soul Calibur it was that had Darth Vader in it because like, dude, it's Darth Vader. Of course, I'm gonna get that fucking game. But I didn't like the fucking playing style for it, so I just kind of like dropped off.
Mortal Kombat went back to the side by side. It's just still 3D models, but it's still side by side.
Nice.
And the new Dragon Ball fighting game, Dragon Ball Fighters, is 2D side by side.
Dude, I was so excited for fucking I think it was like Budokai, like on PlayStation or PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Budokai 1, 2, and shit. Oh fuck yeah! You see that it's 3D modeled, and you're like, oh my god, this is awesome.
No, but I got one for the PS4, fucking like right after I got PS4, like right after it came out, and it was like a fucking like action adventure game. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't want to do this.
Xenoverse, Xenoverse, is fucking garbage.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Put me in the fucking thing, stage 1, and then like if I have to like, learn some like fucking like weird ass fucking like math
combo
to be able to do Kamehameha, got it. But like at the same time though, like fucking don't make this fucking 3D action adventure bullshit. Just let me fight.
Tripp,
what's up?
You would like Dragon Ball Fighters.
All right.
Because okay, picture Mortal Kombat fused with Marvel vs. Capcom, but all the characters are Dragon Ball Z.
Which Marvel vs. Capcom though? Because
the
fucking
best one.
You mean the actual arcade game?
Yes.
Yes. That was dude. Also, fucking Capcom versus SNK.
Dude,
like, that was probably the best fighting game ever, and that was like they
hands down.
I forget what it was originally on. They ported it for like PlayStation.
It was it was an original PlayStation 1 that was originally only released in Japan.
Yeah.
And then they made a few machines of it. They're fucking hard to fucking find, but then they also made a few disc releases for the US. And again, those are hard to fucking find. You can get a ROM for it though.
No, I had it on fucking PlayStation and it was fucking tits. That like SNK was a fucking great fucking fighting game.
Oh yeah.
Company. I haven't paid attention. I don't know if they're still around or if they do anything, but
I don't think they are.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you know, oh well. But no, dude, I used to fucking like love the fucking arcade game because you get, or I'm sorry, Marvel versus fucking Capcom.
Oh yeah.
Like you get fucking like my lineup is like I would get Wolverine, Spider-Man, and then Ryu.
Oh yeah, dude. My original lineup, I did Cyclops, I did Wolverine, and I did trying to remember who the other person was because it's been forever since I played the original one. Because I did Cyclops, Wolverine, and I did who was it from Capcom that I did? Oh, I did Zangief.
Oh, Zangief. Just because you're a bad guy does not mean that you are a bad guy. Also, Cody in the fucking comments saying as long as we can agree that Brawly was the best.
Oh, Broly? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, dude. Speaking of Broly, I'm still pissed off of the bullshit that happened with his original fucking voice actor.
Fuck his voice actor. I just love what they did with the fucking
with Super
4-star fucking DBZ abridged.
Oh
where
yes.
like he's going Super Saiyan and wrecking shit, and like Vegeta's just like having this like existential flash fan.
He's so cool.
He's so cool, but he's so lame. But
he's so cool. He's so cool, but he's so lame.
Yeah.
But you know, and then as I showed you before, I can do Nappa, Vegeta, Mr. Popo, and Krillin from TFS.
Dude, I loved how they like made fucking Mr. Popo like Satan.
God. No, he is God.
A gallon of PCP.
Hey, so wait, what's up with him? He drank a gallon of LSD. Wait, what? A literal gallon. I don't even know where he got it. He never leaves the place anyway. Call me! Tell me I can leave the lookout whenever I want. Mr. Popo, you can leave. Bitch, don't tell me what to do! All these squares make a circle.
Dude, no, the like Team 4-star, those guys are fucking geniuses. I'm glad they fucking decided not to do the Boost saga, though. And
Well,
just like cut it off where they cut it off.
do you know what caused that, though?
Funding issues.
No, it wasn't funding issues.
Well, that's what they said it was.
No, if you actually watch the video where they said that they're not going to do Dragon Ball Abridged anymore, BoJack, and they just dreaded doing it anymore, and it was BoJack that broke them.
Oh, well, I guess that's fair enough. I mean, like they've been doing that so long that the original videos are in like 420 by fucking 1080. You know,
dude, it's like
or 190.
Yeah, it's like what 240 or 190 or whatever.
Yeah, like the first like 3 seasons are like pixelated as shit because when they uploaded them to YouTube, that was all YouTube could fucking do.
So here's one. Do you remember the one that actually sparked them to do Team 4-star and make the Dragon Ball Z abridged?
They did it like a Yu-Gi-Oh abridged.
No, it wasn't that. It was an actual another channel that used to do Dragon Ball Z abridged that quit doing it after a while, but it was called Dragon Ball Cheese, and Goku was even more retarded.
No, I haven't seen that. I have to fucking look that up.
You can't find it. It's not on YouTube anymore.
Well, it's probably on Vimeo because Vimeo's got fucking everything.
Maybe, but no. One of the openings was this episode of Dragon Ball Cheese is brought to you by the number. No, it was brought to you by the number T and the letter blue. Like Goku was that retarded.
Okay, so speaking of like alternate timelines and like dumb shit happening, that show Future Man I was telling you about, which you should watch it. It's on Hulu. It's fucking amazing.
Okay,
but pretty much what the premise is there's this video game that no one can ever beat. Like it's like no one's beat it. It's been out for like 10 years. No one's beat it ever. Like, and I don't mean no one's 100% it. No one's even finished the campaign, right?
Okay. And
this dude, he's a janitor at a fucking pharmaceutical company, and he ends up 100%ing and finishing the campaign at the fucking same time. And as soon as he does it, time travelers from the future come back and like, we set this game back in time to find the ultimate warrior, and you're him.
Oh, that's I feel like I've seen commercials for this.
Great fucking show, amazing show. But
I heard it's a fucking comedy like a motherfucker.
Oh, dude, it's fucking great. But there's it comes up later that no matter what happens, every time you jump through time, it's multiverse theory, but there's one universe, right? So every time anybody travels through time, it creates an alternate fucking universe. And they end up at some point getting captured by the fucking like time cops. And they're being explained to them everything they fucking did wrong because like there's also a new them in each fucking timeline, right? And they're like, yeah, so turns out one of the times you went back to, change time, this, that, and fucking whatever the fuck happened, and you caused 9/11 times 1,000. And it's like, what happened with that? And like later in the show, it answers that question by like the main character. He thinks God's talking to him, and he's trying to like time travel to get to like God. And the voice never says that he's God. He's like, "Don't call me God, just call me friend," you know. And he's got this like thick Middle Eastern accent, right? And he finally he gets to his cabin in Canada, like during the War of 1812, and he's like, "Oh my God, no, you're Osama bin Laden." He's like, "But I'm the good Osama bin Laden. Like, you met me at university. We are best friends. You told me not to do that other airplane. I don't even believe in God anymore. Like, what is a jihad? No, take me to heaven." And then like. He has this existential crisis because, like, he ends up being best friends with Bin Laden, but it wasn't the bad Bin Laden. It was time-traveling good guy Bin Laden. But while the time cops are, like, reading their shit, they're like, yeah, dude, like, turns out, like, you went back to stop World War II, and something happened. You gave Hitler a time machine, and the Nazis won in, like, 14 different realities. Like, you're going to fucking time prison, dude.
Okay, on the topic of time travel, what would be your, if you could only go to and then back one time, where would you go?
To and back one time. Is this past or future?
Either.
Just one time?
One time.
Just one time. I would go. Wait, how long do I have to be there?
You have an unspecified amount of time, but you can only travel to and then back to when you left once.
Oh, I would definitely go fucking like 10 years in the future and just see what fucking stocks were there and then fucking come back and invest. And that's selfish. However, the second one would be I'd probably go back to like, excuse me, hold on, let me get my time frame straight. I'd probably go back to like the 1880s and then bang my great grandma.
Oh, you pull a Philip J. Fry.
Pull a Philip J. Fry. Like fuck it, why not? You know.
So if I could go forward, I would go forward to Space Marine time. I'm talking 40K.
No, listen. That's space commies or space bugs, and there's commies here now.
No,
you can do that now. It's just metaphorical fucking bugs.
No, I'm talking go there and bring back the technology to make Space Marines.
There's a Star Trek episode about that, but
well, no, go there, go through the whole genetic process to become a Space Marine, come back.
Did you ever hear that theory / see that fucking video? If not, I'll find it and send it to you. But there was this thing, and it was like, what would have happened if Donald Trump was never elected president? And it pretty much rolled down the thing that Jeb Bush would have got elected instead, and he would have became the emperor, and he would have conquered the fucking universe, like with his fucking bloodlust taking over the known reality with his fucking Marines, and like the whole thing is like animated, and it's like the fucking 40K fucking Marines, but it's like Jeb Bush's fucking face in the side of the fucking helmet. No, but it's got a great trick out because he's like, it's like the first minute of the video is talking about like, you know, how terrible Donald Trump is, and like if someone else would have won instead, and then it shows a picture of Hillary Clinton. He's like, "Oh, you thought I meant this clown? Wrong. I meant he."
But still, imagine going there, going through the process, becoming a Space Marine, and a psyker from the 40K universe, coming back and becoming the Emperor of the Imperium of Man.
That, although, does depend on if the future goes the way you want the future to go.
Here's the thing. If you're a Space Marine with today's weaponry, who's going to fucking stop you?
You know, you say shit like that. I'm going to...
I didn't think this through.
The wife needs me to open up. Here, hold this.
Yep.
Because I bought the horn. I forgot to buy the table stand for it.
Ah.
So, but, you know, any good Viking will never set the fucking horn down
Yep.
He'll drink it and then he'll set it down or put it back in the holster. But anyway.
Okay. So anyway, fucking fighting. Hold on. Fighting with futuristic fucking technology against fucking technologically inferior foe. I have two counter arguments, right? One is,
first of all, if you say the Jedis versus the Mandalorians and the Mandalorians using our aged firearms to kill the fucking Jedis because they're trying to deflect the bullets, I agree with you.
no, that wasn't it. Actually, mine were going to be Taliban and the Viet Cong.
But still, here's the thing. You come back as a Space Marine in the Space Marine power armor with a heavy bolter with enough ammunition to stockpile the entire U.S. military. Hey, good night, Bubba's. I love you.
Good night, peeps.
Hey. Oh, he's sad.
Oh.
But still,
I'm going to quote a man beyond his time, a fucking modern philosopher. Most know him as Joji. I know him as Filthy Frank.
Yes.
But to quote Filthy Frank, welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
Here's the thing. They would become your rice fields. Because here's the thing. The weapons that we have nowadays would not be able to penetrate that fucking armor. Period. I think the only thing that could possibly do some damage to that armor is a nuclear warhead.
Okay, all right. You know, I have a thought experiment for you, right? Okay. How many? You're a little bit more knowledgeable on this. How many Marines are in a Space Marines company?
About 40 to 50, depending on which unit you're with.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to put an entire company of Space Marines, and I want you to tell me who you honestly think would win. Them or a United States Marine Corps officer named Major Payne.
As much as I love Major Payne,
Major Winifred Payne, United States Marine Corps.
The fact that the shell of a bolter is the size of his torso.
No. I'm just thinking of that beginning scene where he's like coming down the rope backwards. He's like, go to sleep.
No, speaking of Major Payne, my wife had never seen that movie until I fucking bought it.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay. How about this? Accompany them and then Major Payne and Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Highway.
Still the Marines. Still the Space Marines. Because here's the thing. You got to remember, Space Marines, if they don't kill you with the first volley, they're going to then make you their meat popsicle.
Right.
Because you got to remember, Space Marines heal by crushing you and killing you with melee.
Right, but Major Payne and Thomas Highway heal and thrive off of motivation, combat systems, and being able to shoot a flea's asshole from 300 yards away.
They say that until they're getting ripped apart by a chainsword. Just saying.
Here you go. Let's flip this a little bit. Space Marines platoon and Doom Guy.
Space Marines. It's already been done. Space Marines outdo the Doom Guy.
Have they done that?
Yes, because you want to know why? Space Marines have, one, superior firepower, superior armor. Also, the fact that they have 2 hearts and 3 lungs, so he has much more stuff to shoot at to try to kill, and also his weapons wouldn't penetrate it. Like, maybe the BFG would be able to penetrate their armor, maybe. But the fact that they also have him beat by like fucking 2 feet and 400 fucking pounds.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking... I don't know. I'm still going to go with Doom Guy just because of the fucking Moto Bunner fucking side of it. But
well, there's that. But also the fact that...
At the very least, the fight would be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. Except for the fact that Doom Guy is slow and cumbersome, where the Space Marines move at the speed of Usain fucking Bolt fused with Conor McGregor. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Like, they should not be able to move the way they do, but the lore says they can.
So I've never played the game. I've read a few of the novels.
I haven't played the game either. The novels are amazing, but the game, if you get into it, it is like getting into firearms.
Yeah, I've heard that. Fucking the one book though that I read that stuck out the most to me, I forget what the fuck it was called, but the Space Marine that was like the narrator and the main character, like he died at the end of the first chapter, and the rest of the book was like, let me tell you how he got here. And he was like it starts with this brutal fucking bloodbath of fucking shit, and then like after they run out of ammo and they're just like beating motherfuckers to death, and like it starts like acid raining, and the like rain or the acid in the rain's like burning through all their shit, and like their skin's melting off, and like they don't have any flesh on their hands anymore, so they're just like hitting people with the fucking bones that were there, and then like he gets like lasered and incinerated in like one shot, and he's like, but let me tell you what led up to this.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
But no, tell you what, if you get the chance to, there I sent you the link before. It's Astartes on YouTube. Yeah. That's dude, the animation behind that is beautiful.
Oh, so speaking of that, this is something I did want to bring up. So what is it? So what is it? Fucking Warhammer and shit. Like, well, obviously a lot of different artists fucking do their shit to go into that for like whatever. But there's one artist that did, I think he did like one fucking thing for fucking Warhammer. And it wasn't like a big thing, but he also did an entire fucking graphic novel series called Requiem Cavalier Vampire. And
that sounds familiar.
It's they ran like a little bit of it in Heavy Metal magazine, like fucking
that explains it. That explains it.
But that is like that gritty, dark, hellish fucking animation style was the fucking.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh.
But pretty much what it was it was about this dude. I think his name was, he had some like cool nickname. And if I remember right, it was Requiem. But like his real name was like Wilhelm, and like he died like at the Battle of Kursk, like, and he was like in the SS or whatever. And his backstory was like he found Thor's hammer right before the Russians fucking killed him. Like but he ended up in hell, and the hierarchy of hell was like Lucifer and then Satan, and then like 3 other like devils, and then like Dracula, and then like a bunch of like whatever. And hell wasn't like it was all fire and brimstone, but it wasn't the fuck you torture as we think
it was. Just like oh, hey, welcome. So
no. It was bad, but it was all like mass chaos. Where it was like, all right, so all
total anarchy.
Yeah, so like all like Satan's trying to fucking torture you, but there's so many fucking people that shit just fucking happens. So there's like roving fucking like hell pirates, and then like demons fighting the hell pirates, and then like Dracula's trying to like make a fucking power move. And then there's this like group of like bikers and fucking Nazis that fucking got together, and like not this fucking like bullshit like like what Americans call Nazis now, which are like your fucking rednecks at fucking Walmart, which
us.
Yeah. But like like actual like, in the SS in the fucking 40s,
goose stepping and fucking knee-high leather boots.
Yeah. Those dudes were like also making a fucking like power move to like overthrow Dracula so they could like get the fucking next up. Story was fucking great. It was by this fucking French artist. The other thing I thought was funny, and it was like the SS guys were like, okay, so we're gonna do this, but if we're gonna do this right, we have to be honest with ourselves. Hitler was a pussy and Himmler was a bitch, right? Fuck those guys. Let's do this the fucking right way. There was also a gratuitous amount of fucking sex in it, and
of course,
there was blood on like literally every fucking like pane. But
of course. So I have a quick question for you.
So
go with the Japanese cigar or the Nefesto?
Where's the Nefesto from?
Nicaragua.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that.
This is actually a bigger version of the Acid Red Nasty.
Nicaragua's got good stuff. Honduras, I found, has really good fucking cigars. Just speaking generally country-wise, like so my travels in the Marine Corps, where I had the opportunity to smoke Cuban cigars, were always like before it was like cool. Or, I'm sorry,
We've had this talk, and
Yeah.
I think Cuban cigars are fucking overrated.
Yeah, no, like they're okay at best. Like I think Honduras has probably the best cigars. After that, like the rest of South America, and then the rest of the Caribbean, and then like Cuba. The only thing Cuba's got going for it is like the color of the fucking leaves, but that doesn't do anything for the fucking taste.
Exactly. So now here's the fun part. Got a cradle.
Cradle de Han.
Da. So see how much smoke this fucker's already putting off?
Nice. Dude, I haven't had a good cigar in a fucking hot minute though. But although, like, I Churchill fucking cigars, so it's like it can barely smoke, and I don't really give a shit because I'm chewing on it more than I'm fucking smoking it.
Like,
oh, dude, that's a nice blue color too. I don't know how the fuck you got that, but all right. The other thing too, though, is like most people aren't fucking aware of is that there is an etiquette for the size and shape of cigars that you're supposed to smoke. Like if you're yay tall, your cigar should be yay long, and if you're this wide or this thin, your cigar should also be this wide.
well, it also depends on the leaf that they make the cigar with too. So it also depends on how it was aged and a bunch of other shit that determines that. But like Michael Jordan prefers Lanceros. He prefers the long, skinny cigars.
Yeah.
Where I myself, I don't care about the size of the fucking cigar as long as it fucking tastes good.
Yeah, no, I like them to be about like maybe about an inch thick and then like maybe a little bit longer, but like I put that shit like back in my fucking uvula and like show it with my back teeth. Like I pull it out like I move the sticker,
the cap or the band.
Yeah, I moved the band like fucking halfway up to it and like fucking deep through that fucking bitch.
So you like a 64 gauge, which is usually on average the commercially is the biggest, is one of the larger ones you can get. Dude,
and
they have
that shit.
No, they have one. No shit, that is the diameter of a fucking football.
See, that's just obtuse.
Yeah, I'll send a video to you of that guy where this guy actually bought it and was smoking it at an event.
I mean, good for him, but.
But here, seriously, look how much smoke that fucker's putting off.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking gnarly, dude.
Like, I guarantee you, the wife would be...
Hold on, was that just the way you're holding it, or does it fucking taper?
It tapers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a reverse pyramid. So when you buy it, because this is where the cap is, and that's the foot, and it just looks blue because of the fucking lighting that I have.
Yeah,
but.
So, speaking of the fucking pyramids, I got a fucking fun story for you, and I want to see where this takes the fucking conversation. So, I don't know how much fucking Plato you've read. However,
not enough.
There's the whole part with fucking Atlantis in it and shit. Where that came up from was apparently Atlantis was its own like little mini continent, like in the Atlantic, and they were warring with the fucking Mediterranean states, like i.e.
Sounds about right.
Turkey is now Egypt, Greece, and the thing that Plato was writing was talking about how there was this guy, and he went down the Greek guy, went down to Egypt, and he was talking to this Egyptian priest, and this Egyptian priest was like, "Hey, let me tell you the story about this. Atlantis came in here and was fucking some shit up, and then Greece saved the rest of the Mediterranean at the cost of Greece being absolutely destroyed and like losing all their shit, going into a fucking collapse, like going into a fucking dark ages. So you don't remember it, but we remember that you saved everybody in a manner that made your society collapse, and your civilization, you see it as very young because you guys reinvented writing like 300 fucking years ago. However, we remember 2,000 years ago when these foreign invaders came in and you saved everything, before the flood.
Yeah. Tell me that isn't fucking beautiful though.
That is nice.
Dude, like whenever the wind isn't blowing, it just like rolls up and it'll roll over your fingers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but
Although
yeah, dude,
I
no.
will say, like, given access to Cuban cigars, I still like red dot Cohibas better than the Cuban ones.
Yeah, personally, like I'm not a big fan of Cohiba. Like just the brand in general. I'm not a fan of how they ferment their fucking shit. But I got one that I think you might like. It was they age it for 6 months in a sherry wine cask.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you can actually taste the wine before you light it and also while you're smoking it. I forgot. When's your birthday?
November.
Ooh, coming up. What day exactly?
The day after the Marine Corps' birthday.
Ah.
I know, right? Which was always great because while I was in, it was always like, hey, dude, I know this is the Marine Corps' birthday, but it's also my birthday.
Yeah, my wife's is the 22nd, so.
Yeah, there you go.
But I may go ahead and buy a box for you. I'll just need to get your fucking address. I can fucking get it sent to you.
Yeah, just DM me that shit. Fucking, we'll figure it out.
Well, because I get them off of cigarbid.com, so I don't have to pay full fucking price for the box.
Nice.
Just,
yeah, like I enjoy cigars, but like I don't get into them enough to.
Well, then if I can, I'll just buy a 5-pack of them.
Well, no, I was gonna say like I don't get into them enough to like justify a subscription to that. Like, when I do cigars, it's like I'm having a good night, fucking, or I know I'm gonna go do this or that or whatever, and like I go buy a fucking cigar or two beforehand, and then like I smoke a cigar, and then like I'm good.
Yeah, where this one, like these ones for a box of 20, it's like $215, but I can get it for like $70 from Cigarbid because it's like eBay but for cigar products.
Nice.
So,
dude, speaking of that though, fucking I think it was about 2 years ago. This is a cheaper than dirt story, but yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck was going on in Malaysia, but they switched their main machine gun away from 7.62 NATO.
Yeah.
So they were selling all their surplus 7.62 NATO, which is, you know, fucking 308. And like I got like 2,000 rounds for like 500 fucking bucks.
Before the pandemic.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, now fucking a fucking box of fucking 223 they're asking like fucking close to $200 fucking dollars.
Yeah, no, that's fucking travesty. I'm glad that I came into the pandemic stocked up. I
came into the pandemic broke as fuck. So,
I'm not saying I had money, but I had ammo.
I did not. I had, granted, all of my mags were full.
Yeah.
Which isn't saying a lot because at the time I could only buy 5 mags. But those 5 mags were enough to get me more ammo.
Fair enough.
And you know what I'm fucking talking about.
I'm just saying, if shit goes downhill hard enough, if my neighbor has food and I have ammo,
I have
food.
Yes, and depending on how
it would take a lot for that because like I would do the fucking like illegal fucking poaching shit way before that. But worst case scenario.
Like an atomic winter happens.
Yeah. Or when Yellowstone fucking finally blows up.
Yeah. Thankfully, the part of Texas I'm in is fucking safe from that.
But like the way that fucking wind works.
Yeah, well, I'm saying from the explosion, not from the ash, but from the explosion.
Oh, yeah, no, from the explosion, yeah, but the ash, like, we're all fucked with that because it's like volcanic ash doesn't work the same way that, like, normal ash fucking works, where it's like,
you're having this talk with Grace last week.
Yeah, I think so, but yeah, like, if there's volcanic ash fucking falling down, you walk outside, you go, you fall over dead.
Yeah.
So.
That's what your gas mask is for.
Yeah.
Which I was
after this COVID conditioning.
Yeah, dude, I honestly was thinking that you were going to show up in your mop gear to this.
I mean, I could, but
you sit there just breathing heavy into the fucking microphone. No, just like you did. Fuck, it was a few months ago when you were just like. I forgot. What did you name that personality of yours when you have your fucking mop gear on?
I don't think I gave it a name.
Yeah, because, dude, tell you what, you need to do more Space Gator. Just saying.
I know.
I will say that your skit with Space Gator and your translator was fucking hilarious with the Illuminati speaking French. I was just like, all right.
Yeah, no, I need to get more back on that, but
Yeah.
Fuck it, the inspiration hasn't struck.
You know what? I have an idea. During one of the interviews that you do on the podcast, you should do it as Space Gator.
The whole fucking thing. Just
yes, the whole fucking thing is fucking Space Gator. Or fucking funny enough, pre-record the questions that you were going to ask Space Gator and basically have a fucking conversation with yourself. That would be interesting.
That would be.
Tell you what, this would be hilarious. Do an offset book series of Space Gator. From his point of view.
Yeah, dude, no, I haven't been using the fucking Gator recently. I need to fucking bring that fucker back out. Like, he had some fucking good ideas. Like that one where it was like, hey, listen, I just came back from the future. We got some problems. Like, did they outlaw sex? No. They got rid of coffee. Oh God, no. The only problem with Space Gator is that he's French.
I have an idea. For one.
What's up?
Go into the alternate realities. You have your French Space Gator. You get a German Space Gator. You get the American
Or a shark or something,
Yeah. Or crocodile if he's from the South.
Oh, so an alligator, a crocodile, and a caiman. They all walk into a bar.
Hey, why the long face? Fuck you, asshole!
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm just spitballing these ideas to you, too.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to help you with whatever writer's block you do end up getting.
Yeah. Dude, fucking writer's block is not a thing. I guarantee goddamn to you. Like, so I know it's been a minute since I've had a book out, but like.
Oh, I know. You're working on, what is it, 6, 7, and 8 or 7, 8, and 9? 7,
8, and 9. Fucking 7's done. Oh, fuck you. This is 8 so far.
There you go.
It's coming. It's just gonna be all at fucking once. That way I can be like, hey, listen, here's 7 a month later, here's 8 a month later, here's fucking 9.
Yeah.
Right the
so one thing I'm gonna do for you is once I get a chance to actually have the time to fucking sit down and read all of your fucking books that I have, after I'm done reading them, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna one-line, initial, and fix the fucking spelling errors that you fucking have.
I've actually done that since you bought those, so.
Yeah, because I was reading one of those. I'm like, oh, well, there's the Marine.
So I mean, yeah, you can do that, but you have to buy them again.
Yeah.
To make that relevant.
Yeah. Oh, did you actually? Please tell me that you actually one-lined and initialed.
Yeah.
Is that in the book?
No.
Ah. That would have been hilarious if you actually had that in there in part of the book where it's just one line initialed and then the right spelling right after it. But so fucking that story that I was telling you that I was writing up for a horror based campaign has been coming along fairly well.
Yeah.
Synopsis. So basically the synopsis of it behind the whole thing is that after World War II, instead of the Berlin Wall just splitting Berlin, it splits all of Eastern and Western Europe.
Okay.
And everything, but it doesn't just split Europe, it also splits where that longitude line is in Africa.
Okay.
And everything west of that has gone dark. So I'm basically telling it to you how I would be telling it to the players. So over the years, so the Cold War never happens. Korea never happens. Fucking Vietnam never happens.
All right.
The wars in the Middle East never happen.
Yeah.
Over the years, all the powers that are east of the wall and the United States and South America have come together to find out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And they've sent, the best of the best over for years. And every time they never hear back from them. Every time they send boats over there, every time they send people over there, nada. They can't even get fucking satellite images from over there for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is they're going to send one last team in at about 2004 to go, and it's going to be the last one that they're going to do before they're like, fuck it, we're just going to try to carpet bomb the whole fucking area.
Yeah.
But the main story behind it is that I got the idea for the story from listening to the Werewolves of Armenia by Powerwolf of all fucking things.
All right.
Where at the end of World War II, when the Berlin Wall was put up, they had sent spies in and took out everyone in power, and instead of just splitting Berlin, they split everything. So, and it turns out that it's a massive werewolf empire that has taken over basically the entire Western Hemisphere.
All right. All right. All right. Well, hey, dude, on that, we're getting close to the fucking time limit. So I'm going to bounce out. Fucking you have fun at fucking work tomorrow. You finish that fucking horn.
Oh, do you want me to chug it right now?
Yes, I do, actually.
Do you want me to top it off first before I finish it?
Only if you have one open.
I can open it right fucking now.
Okay.
It's the last one.
There we go. All right.
There we go.
All right, dude. Fucking, I'll catch you on the flip side, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man.
All right. Sipper, dude.
Peace.
Yep.